Hello. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Do you hear me? Do you hear the music? Is the music too loud? I'd love if you tell me that. Hey Versus, hey King's Amp, hey Ricky, hey Demonkos. Do you hear me good? Can you tell me that? Everything? Or hey Double School. You need everything louder or just... Hello Steve. Hey, you're live. You're in the stream. Can you hear me, Steve? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, good. You're on a stream. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay, man. All good. I was just preparing the stream stuff. Turn up. Yes, it is. I just don't know how the sound is. Oh, I think the Monkus just says it's actually okay. Well, that's good. Okay, wait. Let me just check some settings. Oh. No. Wait, no. Stop. Stop. Okay. You don't hear Steve. Can you say something, Steve? They should hear you, though. Yeah, I was playing a lot with that. It's really complicated because I have like a microphone, like an interface from Lucas with a good microphone. So that's a bit more complicated now. I was really happy that you could actually, I don't know. So no one can hear Steve, is that right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, really quiet. You don't hear it? Wait. On a stream, you mean? Man, I was like trying to get this working like the last 2 hours. And it just worked before the stream, so... yeah. The fuck? No. Oh, because of the headphones, I guess. Yeah, double school. We actually don't have thousands of subs on YouTube. We're trying to get there. Okay, guys, so I just need to... Okay, the monk is make some tea. I just need to actually set up Steve, because I think no one can hear him, which is really weird. Yeah, don't really know what to do. Yeah, I got them turned up, and they are there as an input in the mixer. I can see their sound coming in quite loud actually, but you can't hear it in the stream. Man, this is really shit. Did we? Hello, Vishesh. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, we had this issue last time too. It's true. Okay, that was on Scarlet. Standard. Hello. Huh. Okay. If I just turn this up. Scarlet. Change it to from default to your headphones. Well, King's app, that's actually not that easy because we have a audio interface in the PC and everything is working over that. So I don't really, it's a bit complicated. Well, there's an audio interface, like a complete different piece of hardware. It replaces the sound card after PC to be able to handle the microphone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. This is so weird. I don't get it. Looks professional. Ja. Heinzelmann AG. This is Mr. Lucas.
Ah. Always the cynic then.
Yeah. Definitely. Looks professional. The sound is working, I think.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay. Can you say something? And people need to say if they can hear you.
Yeah, I don't think they can hear me. Oh no, they can. Yeah, again, it's really loud though.
You are loud?
Yeah, really loud.
You are loud,
Although-
the music is loud.
The music sounds good. I'm like really loud though.
Okay. Lucas is crashing the chat. Okay, people, this guy Heinzelmann AG, I need to uncover him. Heinzelmann AG is actually Lucas, who is living in this apartment. He's just behind the wall here. And he's making some fun in the chat. He's our composer and sound designer, and so the music in the background you can hear is actually his. And the other guy, Steve, who's talking, is my partner. So we begun this as, you know, as a team of 2 people and got bigger a bit over time. Yeah. His voice a bit loud and clear. Okay. Might be because I pushed it a bit. He's actually getting a better mic. He will be right back. Okay, well, that's fixed then. So again, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Today, not really sure what we do exactly today, if I'm honest. I guess just some Industria development. I don't know, but I guess most of you know we're working on a steampunk shooter called Industria. Yeah, and I just basically plan to just work on that today a bit more with Steve, who will be right back. Where's other 5? What do you mean with that, Davo? Yes, Vishesh. Vishesh. Is that right pronounced? I guess you are I draw. What's your name again? Forgot. So let's start Unreal first. What do you mean with where's other 5, Davo? By the way, is the sound okay now? Is the music too loud or is it okay in the background? It's really quiet, but I hope it's quiet. It should be quiet. I'm drinking just a hot chocolate, so I hope you don't mind. Oh, more people joined.
Hello?
Hello!
You hear me, man?
Steve is back, I hear you.
Is that clearer?
I think definitely.
Is that loud enough?
People gotta say. Let's wait.
Yeah.
We are a team of 7, yes, we are a team of 7. So it's me, David, Steve, who is here too. And then there's Lucas, our sound designer. Okay, music is good. Perfect, thanks. There's Lucas, our sound designer, musician, and then there's Ben, who's doing wonderful animations, character animations and weapon animations. And there is 3 voice actors, and maybe a 4th one soon. Cool, I think the sound is okay then, finally. Alright, thanks for waiting. Okay. Okay. Let's switch to the other camera I have here. Okay, Steve. What's the plan?
Alright, I don't know. I kind of need to... Well, I've literally just come back from holiday, so... like in 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we haven't even really caught up yet.
Yes, which is a bit rude, isn't it?
Yeah, which is fine, but I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, I think the mongoose is actually just... The mongoose is just drinking tea and eating gingerbread instead of drinking coffee. That's okay. I gotta say, I'm just drinking hot chocolate, not coffee, so the description of this video is faulty. Alright. What inspired you to make Industria? Wow. What a question.
Yeah, big question.
Question. Steve, you wanna talk about that?
Sure. Well, I think if you were to go all the way back to like the year 2004, the answer would be Half-Life 2, because that's kind of both of our favorite games, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And kind of Portal 2 as like probably the second biggest inspiration, and you can kind of see a lot of similar themes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But the direct inspiration was kind of we were working together on a different game, and it wasn't going very well, and we were kind of frustrated. And we just kind of, when that finished, we wanted to just make something that we were more interested in, I guess. And we just started making some ideas on paper for a game, which is kind of funny because we were digging out these documents ages ago about it, from when, like 2015, like 4 years ago,
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
and the game is just unrecognizable, really.
Yeah, totally, man. Definitely. It's so different. On the last stream, we actually played through a few of the old builds. But someone just got to do it again when there's more people watching again, because I guess
Yeah.
a lot of people missed that. But yeah, what I would say is, over all these years, because it's such a long year project now, our first big one that wasn't really planned well, it's probably a big pile of inspiration, isn't it?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
we changed the concept so quick. There's like basically all the new things we discovered just generally in our lives basically just went into that, I guess, over time.
Yeah.
Like when we saw a movie or whatever.
Yeah. I
Just
think we were both
stuff.
kind of missing this kind of shooter as well, because the sort of current market is kind of going towards heavy action, fast paced, not really single player anymore. Like
Yeah.
single player FPS games, they're not kind of the trend at the moment. And they used to be like, that was kind of the mainstream, back in 2004 and all that.
Yeah. That's
Now
definitely true.
it's all about online now, isn't it, really?
Oh
And
yeah.
as great as that is, like, we both enjoy that a lot as well. We kind of miss these little single player shooters that they're not really big anymore.
That's true. That really changed a lot. Yeah.
I greet you, young
Yeah, that's
lady.
true. So
If I may
yeah,
introduce myself,
I
my
guess
name is
it
Marvin
was just a
Casper
big
Rosendahl,
it was a
King
big
of Rugby.
mixture of things that
I
inspired us.
can't hear you anyway,
Yeah.
so save yourself the trouble.
Really hard to.
Our dialogues will seem more like
God.
monologues on my part,
The crouch stuff is really
but that's
fucked
fine
up
with
still.
me. Look how high I am.
Yeah,
All the way
I
up
can
here. And this point, you're
commit
merely
a
a
change
speck on the
actually
peak.
now if you want.
Dust.
Yeah, man.
Or can I?
Where would we be
Can you?
going?
Can I? See.
I
Wait,
suggest you
find
move
out.
to the
The
station.
monkus asked,
Enjoy a little
yeah,
round
no,
trip in one of our
actually
steam
find many elements
locomotives.
of Half-Life in the
Buy the
videos you
tickets on
post,
board. Don't worry.
and also a bit of
It's
Battlefield
affordable.
1. Yeah, I
We
mean,
don't
it's
want
the
to
same
frighten away
time,
our
right?
beloved
Battlefield 1
guests.
is this First World War thing.
I want
And
hurry in your position. The next train leaves in an
That's
hour.
funny
You're
you
one
bring
of
that up
many
as well,
people
because
who
we
would like
used
to have
that
one of the
for
monsters out of
reference
seats
for the
aboard our
animations, didn't we?
true.
The fastest way is up at the red tower with the clock. I wish you much
Which is
pleasure.
kind of funny because I've never played Battlefield 1,
Yeah.
not the new one.
That's true.
But we did use it for reference for animations.
Yeah, definitely. I remember like going there, taking screenshots to kind of see how they posed the weapons in the game, you know, to make it feel a bit more different, because they really had their weapon posing really different than other games, like really weird angles. Yeah, it's true. Lower the volume a bit. Oh, I guess you mean Steve. Steve is talking with me. Lucas is not here. Davo, I think you mistook them. But you're quite quiet for me too, Steve, though. So
I think it's just in comparison to your OBS stuff.
yeah, that might be it. Hey, Sukmindajit, welcome. You're totally right. I feel like we actually need story-based singer shooters like this. Yeah, I'm happy you think the same. The game might lag a bit. It's also late for me, like even without streaming, because the light's actually built, but it's a lot of processing power that's needed here. So there's the pistol. You find here. The background sound. Oh yeah, okay. Let me turn that down. You okay, Steve? Then?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Maybe it's too quiet.
Alright, let me... So yeah, all the music in the background, just to say that again, is from the soundtrack from the game, which is made by our composer, just to give some credit here. It's actually cool, because I was thinking what kind of license-free music could we play in the background that fits to this whole thing. Apparently the soundtrack is probably the best you could do.
Yeah.
A question to the audience quickly. How is the resolution of the video? Like the stream itself, the quality? Because I don't know how it really is live. I've never seen it live by myself. Be interested in that.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. The interface you put in seems to have helped the bandwidth a bit as well. I don't know.
Oh, you mean which interface?
That audio interface you installed.
Oh, yeah, it might be it.
It looks good on my side, man.
Awesome. Perfect.
Pixel 23 for all Epic Game users.
Oh wait, I just gotta turn on the music from the game. Wait. Have you heard? Yeah, we heard that. Epic but laggy. Oh, very laggy for the Moncos. I'm sorry. Don't know. I mean, my internet connection is okay. I'm on cable. Oh. Ah. When I'm playing the game, it lags?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when you're loading draw calls and stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you're spinning around and stuff.
Nah. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll probably start doing some 3D stuff in a second anyway.
Yep.
Just so people could actually just get a feel for the game. I thought it'd be cool to play in the beginning. Wait, oh yeah. Have you heard that, Steve? That Epic Games bought Quixel?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Weren't we talking about this before I left?
No. I just heard this the first
Oh.
time today.
Okay.
It's a bit crazy because that just means that the whole Megaskin library just gets for free for Unreal users.
Yeah.
Like
How
all
much
the
of that are we
plans.
using at the moment?
Sorry?
How much are we using of that at the moment?
Nothing.
Because of the price tag, I guess.
Yeah, and because like this, like the whole, I mean the library is kind of built around making stuff photorealistic, and
Yeah.
it's not exactly our art style currently, so we don't really profit from that
Yeah.
in this project. But of course, with all these sets coming free, we could probably easily block out new games, whatever, quite quickly,
Hmm.
because they give away a lot of free assets to 3D stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Some enemies. Oh, that's really laggy. Sorry. So laggy for me too. I better quit this. I just plan to do some 3D modeling actually.
I'm gonna just stick the server on Dave. Can you just submit that stuff you did?
Yeah, sure. The theater stuff.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Is the server on?
I hope so.
Vicious is working on a little scene.
Maybe it died while I was away.
Oh, you left it on?
No, it was turned off. 1 sec.
Yeah. Nice, man. Be sure. Oh, are you actually on the Discord server? Vicious. Because if you are, you could just post the stuff on the Discord server. So yeah, I'm basically loading another map, and I will just do some little detail work on the map there. Because I think playing the game is just way too laggy on the stream. And I'll probably do this, something I wanted to do for ages now. It's just these windows that just need some proper 3D model because they're just made of brushes actually. Yeah, so as you can see, they just subtracted brushes in the BSP wall, which is not really good because there's a lot of faces and BSP is not really optimized for in-game work, So yeah, these windows look nice, but I need some proper 3D model, I think.
Yeah, that's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was still part of the block out that we did
Yeah.
when we started that level.
Yes. Exactly. Which is totally fine. It's like an old reminiscent of the old days.
Yep.
Any info about the Steam page? Rocking Munda. Actually, it's a good question.
Server's online, dude.
Is it?
Should be.
Not for me. The Steam page is not online yet, but we are planning to do it soon. We just need a proper little trailer or something, like a teaser, so people just get an idea what the fucking game is. And doing teasers and trailers is just so time consuming, and you need to do it really good and right to you know, to have a kind of impact and not just some ugly video. So yeah, that's kind of what holds us off to make the Steam page public. Like, it's all set up, we just need the trailer and screenshots, you know. That's the problem. But we'll do it soon, yeah, very soon. Very, very soon. Because we gotta do it soon. I've heard from people that they got the Steam page online like 2 years before their release, and we definitely don't want to spend 2 more years on this project. So, yeah. What's the time there? The time, Davo, is something like 1910, 1920, so early post-industrialization, I'd say. And 4 GHz Gaming is saying he's gonna raid the stream. I guess this is... I know who it is, I think. Can you tell me your Twitter or Instagram handle so I know who you are? Because you have different names on YouTube and I don't remember them. I don't recognize them like that. Yeah, I recognized you, Vishesh. I was thinking that that's I Draw Digital. I was guessing that, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, I was right. That's cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna export this window brush. Oh god. How do we do that? Yeah, like that. Yeah, just that window thing, and I'm gonna throw that into Blender and build a proper window for that. So yeah, I think I should do it. So what we do is export, select it, just throw it on a desktop somewhere and call it whatever, institute window. Yeah, I was thinking that 4 GHz gaming. Nah, Dave was cool, not you, sorry. I'm not sure, we talked on Instagram, Davo? It's getting a bit messy in my Instagram direct message thing because there's like so many people chatting there. And the message, like this whole UI from Instagram is just really bad. So yeah.
Alright man, now it's up.
Now it's up?
Yeah, it should be. I wonder...
Yes, yes, I got it.
Yeah. Kind of worried that the website link could have broken again. It's been offline, so...
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna import that window to Blender. It will be like really far off, but there we go, that's the window. Aha! Oh, it's Davo, of course. Sorry, man. I was just confused by Davo's school and SGX. Sorry. Yeah, of course. Of course I know you. sorry. Okay. So, this is really interesting because this is actually the topology that Unreal throws out when you export BSP as an FBX model, and this just looks absolutely terrifying. This is so bad. I gotta say, I'm not sure if Unreal really handles that like that, and in the engine, I hope not. Because if it does, then BSPs are probably not really good. We were talking about that before, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's how it is in
Yeah. Yeah,
in
probably
the
not.
engine. When it exports it, it tries to triangulate it.
Yes, I think, yeah, it's because of the Boolean thing, isn't it?
Is there feedback in the stream?
From what?
And there's just like a white noise.
White noise, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Lucas is making a tea.
It's a kettle, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what you mean.
Alright, okay.
There's some water cooking behind me.
Okay, got you. Well, I hope he enjoys it.
Yeah. I wish him a good tea. Okay. Let's create a window here. Feedback. There it is. You mean, what kind of feedback you mean? I hope you just mean the noise in the background.
Yeah, no, it's gone now, it's fine.
Okay.
Just sounded like white noise, I had it quite quiet.
Right.
I guess it was boiling water.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's create some window. Alright, how do we want to handle this, Steve? I guess I just create the whole piece of wall? I could. Oh, feedback. Oh. Sorry. No, Steve meant feedback, like audio feedback, not literally feedback. Bastian, that's your name.
Yeah, so
Bastion. Yeah. No. Yeah, of course we get good feedback, always. No, Steve meant the audio stuff in the background, like the white noise. Okay, es war ein Witz. It was a joke. It was really bad, yeah. Okay, let's build a window finally. Right. I think I'm gonna build the whole wall, Steve. Just up to the edge. You see the stream?
yeah. Sorry, my Discord gets really laggy. I think it's like, I think the process is really low priority.
Yeah. But it
And,
might be,
and like when you're switching to Unreal, it's kind of like dropping packets or something.
Oh, right. Okay. So I think I'll just light shot that really quick and draw something. No, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create this whole piece in Blender. Yeah. And have like these shapes in Blender too. And then we just replace this, yeah, we just replace this whole BSP there.
So is that going to run all the way down to the doors? I can't remember.
No, not exactly. I would stop a bit up on top of that, basically where the subtractive stuff starts.
Yeah.
Like here. Yeah. Yeah, Bastioness, I always do that. I always have the UE4 character guy in Blender just to, you know, to just have like a general way of scaling the stuff. It's, I gotta say, I rarely work with metric scales. Like sometimes it, like this character, for example, is 1 meter 28, 82. Yeah, 180. And I kind of scale everything around him so it kind of looks good. Because working metric, like really exactly metric, does not make a lot of sense. Like sometimes I just see like, okay, this is like around 2 meters, this fits. But most of the times I try to only have some kind of general eye guess. Is that a word, Steve? I guess. It's like direct translation from German. Like.
Is that one word?
No, yeah, well, you know, a guess you do with your eyes, not metric.
Oh yeah, like guesswork kind of thing. Yeah.
Guess what?
Kind of like guesswork.
Guesswork. Okay.
Yeah. Like
guesswork. That's good. Always learn something new.
Is that theatre folder?
Oh.
Can I sync that?
Well, yes. Let me do that quickly. I haven't done that. So we're working on a secret level. Nobody's supposed to see the content, so I need to hide this. We don't want to spoil anything from that level. Oh God. Run with source control, please. Connect to source control. Perforce. Accept settings. Connection. Yay. Okay. Yeah, just for the chat. Okay, so now, so we have subversion. We have actually Perforce set up for our game development, so Steve and me can actually work on the game simultaneously and both have the newest stuff. So for those of you who don't know about that, I just quickly demonstrate that. For example, here is an asset folder for one of the levels. Let me actually go to one where there's a bit more stuff in. For example, UTAP. So this is an asset folder, a big one. There's loads of assets in here. I just filled that as static meshes. So that's all the static meshes from that one level. And each asset I could right click and say check out. So we basically, yeah, so for those people who don't know that, subversion is the whole thing called. The idea is that we have a server running where the whole game is basically saved on. And then we basically, it's basically like a library where you borrow books. So you go to that library and borrow not books but assets. In that case, I would borrow that asset, check it out. So Steve couldn't check it out then. So if I check it out here, Steve would have like a tick, a red tick, and which saying that's checked out by Dave. You can check this out too. You can work on that too. So that avoids that we simultaneously make changes to the same file, which would probably, of course, resolve in a conflict because there's two changes, right? So that's why you have the system. So Steve has a server at home, and basically the whole game is saved there, and we basically check out and upload stuff to that version of the game. That's the idea. So what I need to do now is like send him the newest assets I made for another level, which might bring down the stream a bit. We'll see. I hope not. Let's see. Oh yeah. Slot assets. Steve, I might just send you the meshes only, not the textures.
Yeah, you can just wait till after the stream, man. That's fine.
Okay. Because there's like loads of 2K textures, you know, like 20
Yeah,
or
sure.
something.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
What were we doing, Dave, before? The last
Theatre.
thing we were doing?
I don't say anymore.
Yeah, that's cool.
The level. Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah.
And apart
I
from
can't
that,
do that until I sync though, so
yeah.
Let's go back to canal. That's cool.
Well, you were working a lot on the canal, right? On the gameplay stuff, and in the basement, you added these little gameplay sections. What you could do, by the way, you need to check out the new voice actor.
Oh, dude, I heard it. It's really good.
Isn't it? It's so good.
Cool.
I was blown away, and it's the only one you
Yeah.
got back.
Yeah. So I was gonna say we should post elsewhere, but I don't know.
I think we
like
should
his
just take him,
voice.
man.
We should probably, yeah, exactly.
He has a British accent too. That's perfect.
It's really good. Really good, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm happy with that.
Cool.
I was gonna say that little video you put on Instagram of that little basement scene, man. I think that's my favorite one we've so far.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
It's really cool. It's just like that's probably the biggest Half-Life vibes had.
Yeah, man. Totally. Wasn't it? Oh, dude, I can't wait till you implemented the new sounds Lucas did for the enemies.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I'm hoping to get that PC up and running soon.
Oh man, me too.
And then we can carry on with the AI stuff. It'd be really great.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, just saw that Domonkus said that 60s sci-fi and Minecraft. Wow, that's a mixture. I can make another song. Yeah, and oh yeah, Steve already said it, right? That the music will be on Spotify too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we can't wait for that.
That'd be really cool, man. Imagine seeing the Industrial album. on
Yay!
Spotify.
I was working on the cover actually the last days.
Awesome.
On the music cover, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh man, what I'm doing here, I'm searching for the right folder. Wait, again. Window corridor 2. There we go. Blender. So I have subfolders in here. Static mesh. So that's the naming convention we have. Static mesh. Window corridor 02. Okay. Davo hates Spotify. Why do you hate Spotify, man? What's the problem with it?
It'll be on YouTube as well,
Yeah,
most likely.
yeah. Nycore? What is Nycore?
It's
You know that?
yeah, I think it's like super fast remix.
Oh god.
It's kind of like take a track and Yeah.
Oh, ah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what it is.
Well, Bastion has to correct you then. YouTube Music. Well, I'm using Deezer. Deezer is actually good too. I'm really happy with it. But of course, Spotify is actually kind of flawless, isn't it? There's not really any problems with it. Oh, Nightcore. Nightcore. Never heard that. iTunes Music. Never used that, but Napster. God, I don't actually know all these streaming platforms. Napster. Okay. Well, so yeah, I'm basically just working with loads of loop cuts for those who are. What's going with the sound? Hello?
I don't know.
Weird.
Seems to have stopped.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hope that stays like that.
Napster, I remember that one. I was always using what was the other one? LimeWire?
LimeWire, of course.
That was like virus download central, man.
I gotta say,
1 in 10 was the file you wanted.
I gotta say, I kind of miss that. Like, I'm a bit too young for that, I guess.
You didn't miss anything, man. It was imagine like uTorrent or BitTorrent or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the Windows client.
Yeah. I've got uTorrent.
Basically the same thing.
The Pirate Bay. You remember this shit?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is that banned in Germany?
It wasn't back then. Don't know if it's still banned. That's some criminal shit.
Yeah, it's like the government kind of stepped in the UK to block it. Like all ISPs.
Oh really?
Have to block it, and
wow.
You can't actually get to the Pirate Bay, except you can because like there's thousands of proxies.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's just like completely. It's like perfect example of Parliament that doesn't really understand technology, trying to block technology and just totally not working.
Oh man, yeah. Oh right, let me just actually have some other music playing. Alright. Okay. Alright. So I actually just started to say something about Blender, right? So who is using Blender in the chat here? I actually don't know. Who's doing games in the chat? Who's doing 3D stuff or creative stuff? And who's just a gamer and not actually involved in that shit?
Should I reply to Andrew, by the way?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, do that. That'd be cool. I think he's our man. Hello, Beep Bop. Hello, Beep Bop. Welcome. Join us and well, the discussion about streaming devices just stopped. I think that's a good thing. Demonkus, I'm glad you like the music. You can actually listen to Lucas' music already on Spotify if you just search for Raining Noise. I just threw it in the chat. If you just search for that on Spotify or Deezer or iTunes, whatever, you'll find him. He has already released 2 EPs and a single, and maybe it's your thing. That'd be cool. Doing 3D since 2 years. Right, okay. And Blender 2.8, Elite Squad. Well, I'm 2.7, so I'm guessing I'm not elite. My computer hardware specs, oh god, it's a GTX 170.
1070.
Sorry, 1070, and some i5 Intel thing, like 16 GB of RAM, a few SSDs, that kind of thing. It's not like the graphics card was crazy expensive, and I don't wanna miss it.
That was during the boom, wasn't it?
It's a bit frustrating, yeah.
But yeah, plenty good enough.
Yeah, plenty good enough, definitely.
We did build a beefy rendering machine though. Not long. It's currently dead.
Yes. Oh, she's dead. I'm so sad.
But
this is so sad, man.
yeah,
I
but
feel
it's
be
gonna
able
be
to
running again.
Yeah, I hope so.
We got a 12 core on the go, which is
yeah,
insane.
which is insane, and like the render times were like so quick.
Unbelievable.
The light building,
Crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Your
Okay.
system's absolutely overkill. Well, we'd love to hear about it.
Yes.
Tell us what you got, man.
Tell us. We didn't believe you. Okay, how do we do this? Man, your BSP arches window are really
Circular?
complicated to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to match it, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's more like a cathedral window or something.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Strange.
I guess it fits to the music, yeah. Yeah, Vishesh, that's really nice to hear. I'm sure Lucas would be happy about it. I'm a huge fan of the music he did there. Kind of don't want to spoil too much, so I don't want to play all the tracks, but maybe some older versions. What do we have here? Let's have that one.
We have another 3900X fan in the chat. 4 gigahertz is running a 12-core beast.
Damn. The Monkos. I live in Germany, in Berlin, and Steve?
I'm in Glasgow, in the UK.
In the UK?
So we're both cold right now.
Yeah. Where you from, mate? David was from India. I knew that. I remember that. You were talking with Sukhminder Jeet on the chat. I think SJS. He should be here too. I saw him before. Oh, it's 1:30 for you in India. Oh man, and you're still here. Well, we're honored. RX 480 Black Edition. I actually don't know. Oh, ray tracing. RS? No. What's that? I don't know the AMD specs. I don't know anything about it. I don't hardly any know something about NVIDIA, so when it comes to hardware, I'm a bit of a noob. Yeah, I'll leave a link there, if I can. Spotify. I don't have... Do I have a Spotify account? Can you do that, Steve, actually? Or will it reject? Can you paste the link for Lucas' Spotify in the chat? I don't know anything about it. I don't hardly any...
Do I have it installed? I don't know if I do actually. I do.
You got Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually have a link in the chat. Might be deleted by YouTube. I hope not.
I can log into the account.
Okay.
Do that.
From Hungary. But you're studying in Bournemouth. Where is Bournemouth? Is that UK?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth?
Yeah, nice. My mum was born in Bournemouth. Crazy.
Wow. Oh, your mum was born there?
Yeah.
Well, the Monkus is chilling there. Well, chilling. He's studying, so I guess he's not chilling.
Quite opposite.
Man, I'm just stuck on that window. You know, I'm just like talking and looking at the chat. I don't make any progress. So that's probably really boring to watch. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to proceed here. Rather deleting... Yeah, I'll delete the faces and have a breakthrough here. Alright, let's delete that. And let's hide him. Can you actually log in while I'm logged in? I hope so.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just in now.
Oh, cool.
Okay. The link's in chat.
Yes. There's the link, Vishesh. What are you studying there, Demonkus? So. Okay. So that's cool. I don't like these corners. Yay! Fun fact. Yay. Yeah, I did the artwork, that's true. Yeah, Steve, what are you working on? Tell us.
Well, it's a long story. Well, literally, right now, some secret stuff, but generally it's like level design, script, kind of all the gameplay stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Just recently we've been doing a lot of overhaul on the combat, which is going good, and at the moment we're doing like sound effects for enemies.
Hell
So we're really happy so far, I think, with the combat, and hopefully we'll have stuff to show people soon.
Very soon. I actually don't know how we wanna like show the level. Like if we want to show it or not.
I don't know if we do actually.
Yeah.
I think we should maybe tease it, but
I think we should tease it.
yeah, but nothing more.
I think at some point we should tease it, but yeah, not show too much. Yeah. I think that might really interest people to find out about stuff from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that thing. Yeah, it's a bit shit. We can't really talk about it. Sorry.
Love to be able to.
Yeah.
But there's cool stuff in the works. Just know that.
Yes. Exactly. Should be enough. Film. Oh, the monk is studying film. While Lucas, Raining Noise, is studying sound for film here in Berlin. So that's fitting, isn't it? Film is awesome, man. Film is so good. I think if I wouldn't do games, film would probably be an option, wouldn't it?
Bournemouth University then. Nice.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah, I don't know anyone that went there, but I have heard of it.
Alright.
I don't know anything about it really, but
I know new
it's a
versions.
university.
Yeah. So, how's that? I know a new version is easy for begin. Well, I'm glad you still use Blender 2.79, older version. I started 3D using Blender itself, and the software made me fall in love with 3D. But since the 2.8 release, I'm finding it very difficult. Yeah. Well, that's kind of my problem too, Vishesh. Like, if you use two Blender 7 and 6 and 5, it's just a bit work to get into Blender 2.8. I guess it's working. You can probably do the switch if you just take the time, but for me, it's currently not really an option to waste time on learning a new Blender version, because I'm really into this workflow we have now, and I don't want to change that currently. So yeah, that's I see that point. So yeah, I don't change too.
I'm sure you're pretty eager to move to it though, when you can.
I'm definitely eager. I'm definitely eager.
Like when this project's finished, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. I really can't wait, if I'm honest. Because, yeah, Blender 2.8 is just a crazy piece of software. A little side fact: I was
Yep.
on the Blender conference, and that was really a beautiful experience. I really haven't thought about first how crazy that experience could be, but it was just amazing. Like all these people working on that project is just so crazy. So what's going on with my topology here?
Davo says he was inspired by Big Mill Blender builds, so he installed Blender, saw a cube, deep silence, and then uninstalled the end.
Oh no.
Well, maybe one day you'll pluck up the courage.
Oh no, that's sad. Well, it's beautiful that he was inspired. That he was
Yep.
inspired. There you go.
It's a long process though.
It's a long
learning,
process here.
modeling, yeah.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of time. I mean, yeah, don't know. It's definitely time consuming.
I'm sure even professionals are learning stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, man, totally.
I mean, think you could be like, you could know everything, absolutely everything about 2.7, and then 2.8 comes out and you know
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's totally understandable. The Monkos, he's studying at the Konrad Adenauer Filmhochschule, which is basically the film university in Berlin, in Potsdam, Babelsberg, if you know that. It was like a huge film park in Berlin back when, like in the 20s, when the film was actually quite a big thing in Germany, but then Hitler came and fucked it up. So yeah, that's like where's he studying? MET. What's MET? I think I don't know it. Hey Fuad Abdul Kader. Hi, do you model things in default Blender units and port those to Unreal, or do you change it right away? If so, how do you combat all errors that occur with that process? Well, you just gotta set up your Blender file kind of correctly. Yeah, this is 2.7, so this should work for you too. So what I did is, if you go to your scene settings, I just set this to metric degrees and have the unit scale on 1. That will have like metric scales for you, so you have meters and centimeters. And with these settings, it will be the exact same scale relation as Unreal is. So you can work with metric stuff here, and they will translate just normally. So you could just normally export as an FBX, and that's it. You don't need to change anything else. Export, import, that's it. So I don't have any problems with that. Right, so this mannequin, like that's the Unreal 4 character. I just imported them from Unreal straight away, and he's exactly correct, the correct scale, 180 centimeters. Blender's just doing right clicks, yeah. Well, I like the right clicks, I gotta say. I'm so used to it. And now to change this in Blender 2.8 to left click. That's so cruel. So cruel.
It used to always be a preference though, you could change like the primary button.
Yeah, still do it. It's just that Blender 2.8 is like a bit built around that. So
Yeah.
I think I gotta change my workflow. Changing workflows is so hard.
It is, man. Yeah, it is. Gotta break that muscle memory.
Yeah, the muscle memory. God, I'm so glad the muscle memory is there. And to break it is so cruel. Sure thing, for it. I had to change this to 0.01 scale.
I
Yeah.
think that's standard, isn't it?
Sorry?
I think that's how it comes out of the box, 100 times bigger.
Exactly. So I just have it at 1 and that works. Like on export, though, if I just go to export, I just have to scale at 1, 2. I don't change anything with that too. So don't change that, and that should work. No, I actually haven't used the grease pencil yet. The grease pencil is absolutely crazy in 2.8. It's crazy, just crazy. Okay, 4 GHz Gaming is just saying that you can just set it to 2.7 settings and it works perfectly with the right click.
Ah.
So that's a good info. Thank you for that. We'll do that. I'll do that when I'm changing. Definitely do. Oh man. How many people are there watching? Oh, 12. That's cool. That's our all-time maximum. We never had more people than 12.
We've made it.
Sorry?
We've made it.
Yes. We got a... Well, the burp thing is probably not... Don't know. Who does know what a burp is?
Whatever happened to that watch me work thing? Is that still going?
Watch me work?
Yeah, do you remember when we were thinking about streaming and there was that platform that was being promoted? It was like a startup a few months, it might have been ages ago actually, it might have been like a year ago.
Yeah, I remember that. That's true.
No, it doesn't seem to have taken off.
No?
No. the featured channels have 2 viewers, 11.
Oh. Well, okay. Hey, we're better than this platform then.
Yeah.
Yay! When I modeled my tank, the stream had 5 people. Well, which is wonderful, actually. I mean, like for us, that's... But the Insta post, exactly 400 likes more. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I posted a stream here on Instagram, and I don't know who of you actually joined through Instagram. I guess not really anyone, maybe 1 or 2 people. I guess most of you actually joined through Discord, right? And just to put this in relation, it's an Instagram story and it has 133 views. So 133 people seeing the Insta story and 1 or 2, if any, joined. So like the conversion rate from Instagram is not really like, people don't think like, oh, stream, and I'll just go there directly. Probably, I guess most of the people are like on the way, or can't just join the stream. So even though there's a lot of people seeing it, doesn't mean that anyone's really following the stream.
Hey, do you remember where we saved that script for Oswald?
His.
Is it on Drive?
You mean all the notes?
Yeah.
It's on Drive. Is it?
Did we do it in a slide?
Oh, it's in one of these big documents. It's a bit shitty. It's not in the root folder. It's like somewhere where the encyclopedia is saved. In one of these bigger documents,
Ah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 4 GHz Gaming actually joined through Instagram, that's true.
Ah.
That's one person?
Great. Well, that's more than last time, man. Good.
That's true, but last time I didn't promote it through Instagram. I think something with the audio is going crazy again. Wait. You hear that audio bug?
Yeah.
Weird.
Seems to come and go, don't it? Never
it's
lasts very long.
Yeah. It's gone.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, you saw the story too, Davo. Well, but you're also on Discord, right? Oh no, it's back. Shit. So I'm sorry there's this audio bug. I hope it's not too much of a problem.
Is Lucas on the phone?
Might
Does his room back up to your desk? Like the wall there?
Yeah, he's like right behind, like in front of me. Oh. Hello, Elias. Elias. Guten Abend. Krank.
Why is the YouTube name only Bleak Mill? Well...
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I think we only called ourselves Bleak Mill Games on Instagram because Bleak Mill was taken, if I remember right. But the actual name of the company is Bleak Mill, so...
So it's not that faulty, that's true.
Yeah.
New guy. Well, new in the stream, but not new to me. Elias is a good friend of me. So... I'm happy he's here. Yeah, 4 GHz. If you just search for Bleak Mill Games, it's hard to find us. But if you search for Bleak Mill, you find us. But our channel is so small. We just have like 87 subscribers. So I guess YouTube
90 now, man.
90.
Yay.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting there. Yeah. Well. Okay. Okay, this Windows stuff is really messy. But whatever. Okay, but that should do it now. Hopefully I got these finished soon, because they're a bit annoying.
is Bleak Mill?
Well, alright, that's a fair enough question.
It is.
Maybe you, Steve, just make maybe a general description what the whole thing is actually about. Like, what are we doing? Who are we? Because I'm sure there is someone in the stream who doesn't know what the whole thing is about anyway. Like, why we're doing the stream and what we're doing with our lives.
Well, I can't speak for you, man, but I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So we're basically a two-man show. We have some people helping us with the game, of course, but Bleak Mill is the company name, and we're making Industria, which presumably you know what that is already. That's the game we're making. The stream is basically we're just showing some development process, and we're kind of at the moment Dave's doing some prop modeling stuff. So,
Yes.
yeah, so we're basically just a game development quote-unquote company. Startup.
Yes. Yeah, you could say that. Agreed. Well, that was a
That's-
good. That was
that's the
good,
way
man.
it's a startup.
That was a really good introduction. I couldn't have said it better.
But if you're talking about the name, Bleak Mill,
That's it, yeah. So what's that?
that's even more vague.
Which is good. I love vague stuff.
Yeah. We kind of wanted, the meaning behind it is that since we're developing stuff, we're kind of producing stuff, so we're thinking mill, you know, like a production line.
Yes.
And then we kind of wanted a word that described atmosphere.
True. Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to be like, we wanted to describe the company as producing atmosphere, kind of thing, like atmospheric. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sounds
I
right.
agree, man. Yeah, moody, bleak,
Yeah.
foggy, dark. Kind of
Yes.
what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Kind of what we love to do. And yes, Elias, that's the Gothic church I'm doing here. So, just to add this, Elias is actually the bass player from the band I'm in with Lucas.
Ah.
Just to put this all in relation.
So he has a reason to troll.
He has a reason to troll, definitely.
Davo asks, what about Industria? How would you describe Industria?
Okay, alright. Yeah, 4 gigahertz. I'm going. This is really not efficient what I'm doing here, sorry. And it's really hard to think, then to stream, and to read the chat. I'm working like crazy slow and inefficient, I know. I don't know if you know these situations, but when you start a model and you're modeling it, and while you're doing it, you know it's all a bit fucked up, but you just nevertheless need to finish it, or like just to go on. Okay, whatever. Okay, Industria. What about Industria? Well, Industria is a first-person atmospheric shooter set in a steampunk world and in Cold War Germany in the evening of the 9th November 1989, the evening the Berlin Wall fell. Yeah, that's kind of it. So it's the first game we're doing, and it's inspired a lot by Half-Life, Portal, that kind of games. Essentially, it's a story-based game. It's a shooter, it's a puzzler, it's story, it's voice actors, it's AI, enemies, some good music, and also some a bit abstract scenes. Yeah, okay, you mean the name, I guess. Right, you mean the name. Whatever. Some abstract scenes, like, if anyone of you knows David Lynch and Twin Peaks, we were currently quite inspired by that. And we will try, well, you will see in the final game. We don't want to talk about that, but we're trying to bring some different layers to the story, some more abstract, experimental layers that actually you probably haven't seen in the game yet, hopefully.
The name is a little bit hard to explain without
it's
backstory.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it totally is.
I don't know how much we want to go into that really. Yeah, it kind of has more of a theme. The name is more based on a theme than a specific reference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. And the Mongols, oh, you were guessing Twin Peaks? Wow. Just from that? That's impressive. Oh, but I guess when you're studying film, you know David Lynch, and you probably know what I'm. Well, I guess anyone knows that when we're talking about Twin Peaks and they saw Twin Peaks. But yeah, David Lynch and Twin Peaks has some crazy atmosphere and imagery, unbelievable. I could just talk for hours about that. I'm just completely sucked into his world. I just recently looked at a few more of the series and wow, I was blown away again how they use cinematography, and it's undescribably. Just anyone who hasn't watched Twin Peaks, do it as soon as possible. Especially the third season. Every single one of these is just a piece of art. It's crazy. Finish the build. You mean finish the model? Well, yeah, I'm trying to. But I like talking to. The logo. Oh god, the logo. Well, which one? The Bleak Mill or the Industrial logo, you mean? 4 gigahertz? Because there's two things, and they're both a bit complicated. Exactly, Demarcus. That's exactly what I mean. Kubrick is just crazy too. Kubrick is just absolutely crazy. And someone I really admire too is Sergei Tarkovsky. Tarkovsky. I guess you know this guy too. He made The Stalker and that sci-fi movie. What's that sci-fi movie? Well, man, I feel you, Tamongus. I really feel you. Sergei Tarkovsky.
Mirror?
Sorry?
Mirror?
The Mirror, yes, The Mirror, Stalker, and I mean Solaris. Yes.
Oh, I've not seen that.
I haven't seen all these movies too, but I was in Amsterdam in a exhibition about him, and it was just, I was blown away. It's exactly what I like about Twin Peaks and Kubrick. I saw there again. It's just,
Yeah.
wow. Just wow. Yes. Yeah, you got it for that too. Man, don't tell me what's happening now. I still need to watch it. Don't spoil me. I hate spoilers. I'm like the #1 spoiler hater. Yes, Solaris. That's it. Okay. So yeah. Alright, let's finish this actually soon. Yeah, I'm annoyed by this model. Still needs to be optimized. It's just a piece of shit currently still. What's your favorite movies then when we talk about movies? What's your favorite one, Steve? You got a favorite one?
No, I really couldn't say, man.
It's hard, isn't it?
I don't really have a favorite film. I don't know. The problem is I like so many different genres.
Yeah.
But according to Alex, I'm unbelievably
And you're what?
really picky.
You're picky.
So I don't know. So I like to think that I like quite a lot of different films, but she would probably say, you're so picky when it comes to...
Well, I think picky is a good thing, man.
Yeah.
And I can imagine you to be picky. I know what she means.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't they? That's true to Monkers. It's a silly question, isn't it? It's like your favorite video game. It's really hard. You can't just. It's really hard to say that, isn't it? But it's a nice question to get some discussion going, actually. You really pick films to watch, yeah. Well, if you're studying film, I guess you're also quite picky, like Steve.
The last film I watched was Green Book. Have you seen that?
Oh, Green Book?
I think it's just out last year or this year.
Green Book. I actually don't know. Maybe the Monkers knows it. I'm puzzled. I don't know. I think I don't know it. But I heard the name. Were we talking about it? Maybe we were actually talking about it.
I don't think so.
Oh, you get the explanation for the Bleak Mill logo in a second. The Bleak Mill logo. Man, I was so happy when this shit was done. decide. I can decide if a film will be good or not just by the trailer typo. It's like I told all of my mates, the Joker will be in the top film of the time. Big when teaser came out. Yeah, well, if you got some, I guess, if you got some general taste for a bit more artsy movies, I think you can feel pretty early when a movie is more in that Hollywood action direction or a bit more some alternative thing.
It's a lot easier to tell when a movie's gonna be bad than good.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like blatant giveaways when a movie's gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah.
Whereas not, it's difficult to tell from a trailer whether a film's gonna be good.
Yeah. Well, trailers mostly suck, I gotta say.
They do. They just appeal to that kind of. It all kind of seem to tailor to that action audience, which is really bizarre.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's really strange. A lot of films don't even focus on action.
A crazy good trailer I recently found is the trailer for Kubrick's well, a classic one, The Shining.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me search that link.
Didn't they do a sequel to that? Just recently, it's out now, I think.
Is it?
I think it's in the cinema right now. So I don't know. I hope it's not a remake, but I think it's one of the ones.
I don't.
That teaser. Oh yeah, I got it. That teaser is just gold. I just gotta paste it in a chat for you people. It's so good.
Is this one of the originals from when it came out?
Yes. Oh no. I messed up the chat. Just on my side though, don't worry. Just check out that teaser, people. It's crazy good. I just want to look at the chat for a second and just finish that model quick. Otherwise, this will be not done. Okay. I think that's good, it's working. Let's unwrap this then. Seems too far from Kubrick. It's like they are Hollywood sighing it with all the jump scares and shiny monsters. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'll still probably see it since it's based on Shining.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the original Shining, I gotta say.
Really, it's good, man.
Yeah, what do you say?
It's
You saw that teaser?
yeah, that's literally one of the scenes of the film that they just take.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering that because for a teaser it's just perfect, isn't it? It's just.
They yeah, I saw some of the making of it. That the way they shot that was They just built a model of their set with
Right. It looked really
a
hard
load
to
of
do.
blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny because you'd think, especially like with a liquid, like liquids are normally a dead giveaway for scaled down models.
Yeah.
You'd think that would just like give it away, especially in motion, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how small or big the model was.
It just looks so good in the teaser. And I just imagine seeing a teaser like that nowadays, like from a new movie, I would flip out. I would just go crazy to see that. 4 gigahertz is complaining about my UV unwrapping techniques.
Oh, Dave.
So, what's your fucking problem? Okay, no, that was a bit too much, wasn't it?
Yeah, practical effects, man, I love it.
Yeah.
So good. Just that's what I miss from horror films the most is practical effects. You just
Yeah. It's just so much fun, isn't it, to watch it?
yeah.
What's going on? Still connected?
There's I don't know if you ever saw it, but there was a carpet in The Shining that has this really distinctive pattern
Right?
that I assume was just made for the film. I don't know though, but
Yeah. I
people
don't
go
know.
mad for it, man, and they like people like want jumpers with the pattern on and stuff.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and
Yeah.
there's still theories going around about what some of the
What the thing is about.
subtext of the movie is. Yeah, and like the
Wow.
choices of clothing in certain scenes, and the choices of like wallpaper,
Wow.
and kind of like if it has hidden meanings, and it's just great.
I'm sure there's loads of hidden meanings. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, for what we actually heard about that, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. The Titanic thing. They built a fucking huge set. It's just crazy.
That was crazy, man. That's so mad. I mean, that paid off, didn't it? Because it's just like,
Yeah, it looks amazing in the movie.
yeah. And that must have been freaking scary, man. Filming like the actual sinking of that in that, even in a controlled set, it must have been scary.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Four gigahertz is not amused anymore. He wants to blend himself. It's okay. There's a lot in directing, that's why I love it. You have to organize everything to enter the story. The films I mostly like, every single shot tells a story, not just a shot. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely an art form. Definitely an art form. he's still amused. That's good news. Alright. I don't like the shapes of these fucking... Oh man. This sucks.
Did you approximate that curve?
Yeah. Okay. It's just the ends that look shit because they're missing a polygon here. Kinda don't want to do that. Oh, we do it anyways. Oops. Alright, I'll leave Photoshop. No, I want. Although. Do we want to texture this world texture? Or should I do custom textures, man? What do you think?
Custom would be nice.
Yeah.
You
Custom. Sorry?
I was gonna say you could. I don't know what the word is. What's the opposite of subdivide?
Well,
Is there a word for that?
there's not really a word for that, I think.
You could unsubdivide the curve. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely amused as long as you don't open Photoshop. Noted.
I guess we will barely see any difference in the new window you're modeling compared to the previous
Well,
one.
there'll be smoothing groups, which would be nice.
Sorry?
The smoothing groups will be reason enough, really. But also there'll be a custom texture for it. So at the moment in the level, it's world tile, a world tiling material, which
Yes.
is cool, but you can't get like edge detail.
That's true. I don't like that topology, if I'm honest. This really sucks, actually.
Could you not remove some edge loops from that?
I want to keep him. I added them because it looked really
Smooth.
unsmooth.
Yeah.
I'll do something though. Wait, I'll do something good. I will open Photoshop though. Oh god. Oh, and also, Davo, the idea is not to make it look really different, but to get rid of that model in game we have, because it's not really a model in there. It's like, I don't know how deep you are into the Unreal Engine, but it's basically a model we made in the engine. It's called BSP brushes, and we try to avoid these in complex forms. Like if you just have a straight wall, we use that too. But like in order to have the window looking like that here, you have to use like subtractive brushes, which is like complicated cylinders that stick into other, like they subtract from other complicated shapes, resulting in a kind of a complex structure thing.
Really inefficient, isn't it?
Yeah, and I wanted to do that for ages, so I thought this live stream would be perfect for that.
It's
Alright,
basically one of the processes for optimizing the levels,
yes,
trying to get rid of all this BSP stuff.
exactly. Exactly. Oops. Fuck. Tires. Oh, you mean like... Hey, Michael Kaplunov. Thank you. Michael says, hey, cool environment, like your Instagram posts. Yeah, it's actually the same game. It's one man of the same game. Thank you. I don't know if you know that. Just to say it again, we're doing like a steampunk shooter called Industria, and like the stuff you saw on Instagram is exactly for this game. Oh, this is really getting messy here. I don't like this at all. This is not good. Alright. Alright. Oh god. Tough question.
The toughest question.
Yes,
You kind of don't explain to your parents what you're doing.
exactly.
Kind of can't, at least not in our generation.
Not really.
You basically just say you're making a game, and they say, when's it coming out? And you say, a couple months' time. And then a couple months comes around, and then they say, isn't your game coming out soon? And you say, yeah, it got pushed back another couple months.
Exactly. Oh god, yes, that's true.
And that's as in depth as it goes, really.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's really important to try to communicate it with them.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hate this model, sorry. It's just so much arch race. Man. Yeah, it's always the same. Everyone's kind of suffering from that. It's just really hard for this generation to imagine what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of abstract,
Yeah, definitely.
and they don't have any idea what really needs to go in there to realize it. But you know, I try to explain it, and if you do it long enough, it at some point works, and think that pays off.
Yeah, it does, man. It definitely does. And the best way is just to kind of show them what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And then at that point they say, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
And they probably think you're insane for trying to do this much work, but
Yes.
that's okay. We already knew that.
Exactly. That's it.
I pre-wrote a text to say when this question comes up, yes, we want to hear it. Definitely, that'll help.
Obviously, you want to hear it.
I'll make a note. I'll get a pen and paper.
I gotta do something with this model. It sucks so bad. So bad. It's in German. Well, you can translate, or I could try to. Well, I guess it's quite long, isn't it?
Maybe it's like a complete manual with like a context.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably is.
Yeah, 2 hours streaming.
Oh yeah, it's already 2 hours. Shit. Now I'm not satisfied with my model, so that's the problem. Hey Michael. Oh yeah, no, we're not. I'm not alone. Steve, who's talking here, is actually
Hello.
on board too. We're doing this together like since the beginning, and we got help by a lot of wonderful people. So yeah, like they say, 7. Yeah, so 7. Never alone. I think doing this alone would be just crazy.
Okay, we have our question for our answer. Oh, part 1. Oh god.
Okay, that's German, and it says 3D art is because of the digitalization. Still, a real craftsmanship, which is also backed by a lot of scientific and social connections, and also a deep understanding of market. That's part 1.
Go.
Also, on top of that, there is a lot of like art and like personal development of an understanding of art that's going to be developed over time. It has positive outcome on your psychological state.
Positive?
Positive, yeah.
Oh, damn. We're doing it wrong, Dave.
Yeah. I think so. And that from the so that means it's basically like free art or free working, like free craftsmanship. The only limit is time, talent, and CPU power, and the own creativity. That's it.
Right. But then they ask what CPU power is.
Yeah.
Is there an answer for that? Well, that's kind of good. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
It does definitely make sense.
In layman terms, yeah, that's kind of a good answer.
It's a good answer, yeah. I gotta admit, it's a good one.
The only limits that exist are time, talent, computing power, and your own creativity. That is very, very true.
Yeah. Oh, and Michael, thank you. The textures, you like the textures. Well, that's all Photoshop. Hell yeah. So, they're basically all made in Photoshop and textures.com, because we have not used Substance yet for the project. Just, well, in 2 cases we have, but not from the beginning on, so we kind of stick to the old workflow in the project.
I also checked out your channel, Michael, and you're already doing some Blender modeling and stuff. That's really cool.
Oh, awesome! Go check it out.
You should, you should be doing stuff, man. You should just, I don't know. You don't have to make a full game. You could just like join a mod team. That's how we started. We were just doing random mods for stuff.
Mods, hell yes. Mods are important. Mods are so important. Also, game jams.
Yeah.
We learned that way too late.
Yeah, mods is kind of old school now, isn't it? We're kind of old-fashioned, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, game jams are great.
Oh,
really
yeah.
good. When is your next stream?
Next stream. That's a good point, because we're gonna end in a second, because we're both quite tired, and Steve basically just came back from holidays and we didn't spoke for like a week, so we also need a bit to catch up, and you know, also tomorrow's uni and Steve's gotta work, I guess.
Yeah.
So next stream, well, I don't know. I tend to do it a bit, to plan it a bit more, on the go, because it's really hard to plan the week, right? don't know, also Steve and me, we don't always know who exactly is where, when, and it's just cooler to stream together and not just alone. It's just cooler in the team. It just makes a bit more sense. And also, the thing is, I don't have my private room where I can stream. Like, the room I'm sitting here is like my office basically, but it's like connected with the kitchen. So if someone, Lucas, is cooking behind me, it's not really a good atmosphere for a stream. So I'm kind of limited a bit by that. So I gotta just plan a bit with Lucas when he's planning to cook and when not. So I can't tell when exactly, but soon. I think very soon, man. We will try to make that more often now. We started that way too late, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, we did. Definitely did.
Way too late. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed it too, and I think you do, because there's actually more people now than last time. I think I'm gonna finish this model next day. But it's nearly done. Just need some small extra touches.
Michael says, start to model some gaming stuff for selling. In parallel, I'm engaged in freelancing. That's great,
Nice, man. That's good. That's good practice.
Yeah, and that's kind of how you meet people, I guess, to potentially do stuff with.
Yeah,
It's the only reason I know Dave, and Dave knows me, is because we worked on other stuff.
That's true.
4 GHz Gaming says, my first experience with game art was with the editor of Empire's Dawn of Modern World, 2000. Yeah, we have similar backgrounds, man, because I didn't use that, but I was using, I think the first ever editor I used was Time Splitters 2, which was...
Wow, really?
I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that.
Dude.
Yeah.
You were doing Time Splitters 2 modding?
No, well, they had... when they shipped the game, they released the map editor, and it was really basic. It was literally like... you know how our modular system works, where we've got like walls and ceilings and floors?
Yeah.
Well, they would be complete in a section of room. So you'd have like corners of a room, or like cross sections of a room, and you could stick them together.
Right. Bit like Skyrim has it.
Yeah. And you could basically just place those however you wanted, put in the spawn points, and like a flag capture point or whatever. Yeah. That was it. That was the extent of quote unquote development that you could do with it. But it was a start, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Time Splitters 2, man. I haven't played that one.
That's that was a really insane game, man. It was a bit of a cult classic on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's just all I know. That's classic, not more.
Yeah.
Oh, Davo is going to leave. Alright, oh yeah, he's asking if we could just start 1 hour earlier. Well, we could actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. It's just that some people, it's really hard to balance time zones. But we could start an hour early, definitely. Because 3 is like crazy late. Sleep well, man. Rest good. And thanks for joining. Bye bye, Davo. So yeah, modding is just crazy awesome to get into games. That's true.
Sorry. Yeah. Catch you later, Davo. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, but I suppose that has been replaced with game jams.
Yeah, probably has. Oh, there's still like crazy modding teams going for Skyrim.
Yeah,
It's just
but you
mental.
kind of hear that you kind of hear about specific tiles
Yeah,
having mods, not really like big mod scenes. Like ModDB used to be a big,
that's true. Yeah, MoDB was
and like
huge, and it's kind of going down, isn't
yeah.
it?
Do you remember Game Banana as well? I don't know if you ever
Oh
heard of that
yeah,
one.
Game
It's
Banana. Of
quite
course, I
old.
know that.
I think they rebranded to FPS Banana
Yeah. Oh yeah, FPS
or the other
Banana.
way around. I
Dude,
don't
I know
know.
these words.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's Game Banana now. It used to be FPS Banana.
Right. Okay. Well, there's some people leaving now.
Yes.
I think we're gonna end the stream anyways. So. Okay. Yeah. I think that's it then for today. Good night, Fuad. Thanks for joining. Thank everyone for joining, and enjoy the rest of your days, or go to bed and sleep well. Yeah, we're gonna get some sleep too, and we will announce any more streams on Discord and on Instagram again, and we'd love if you join again next time, maybe with some more interesting something to watch, because that model was just a pain in the ass, and I'm really bad at multitasking, I gotta say. Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night, and sleep well.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I just picked on my wonderful welcome screen. All right. Good nighty.